Hello and welcome to Stories by Kev. Tonight's story is actually the first one I ever got published. You can find it in the publication, The Literary Hatchet. It's called Snowload. Sheila leaned on the horn. Trapped by a mountain storm since the previous afternoon, she had run the engine to keep herself warm. Now she contemplated a gas gauge, nearly empty, as trees grew orange with approaching dusk. Unprepared for the weather that surrounded her, Sheila sorted the options in her mind. Like a maddening shell game, possibilities rotated. She could sit and wait. Passive and logical, this strategy was the recommended choice, but lifting that shell revealed a body, safely frozen in her car. She might try to walk out. Risky, yes, but appealing to her take-charge nature. Unfortunately, this shell revealed a frozen body close to a busy road. 2 possibilities, 3 shells. She hoped the last one hit a solution. Until her mind turned over that shell, the horn would have to do. She hit it again. Darkness was closing in when she noticed a man walking out of the woods. He wore a large canvas winter coat and had a backpack of some sort. Standing at the car now, he was saying something. The words were muffled by a window that remained rolled up. He turned, pointed at the woods, and looked back, smiling. Fear of another night in the car overcame her fear of the man. Sheila opened the door. Thank you. I started to think I'd run out of gas and die from the cold. You're okay now. Glad you didn't honk that horn too many more times. This is an avalanche tow. Sheila's face warmed. Sorry, I didn't know. He dropped his backpack and pulled something out. Here, take this. He handed her a blanket, thick and patterned with stripes. A Hudson's Bay blanket. Follow me. The man started walking. Sheila followed him to a cabin. It had a low sloped roof covered in heavy snow. Arriving first, the man held open the door. Inside, a woman walked toward her. Oh my, look at you, dear. What in the world are you doing out here, all alone? I came out yesterday morning to take pictures. I didn't plan for snow, I guess. I waited in my car all night. I didn't sleep. Sheila drifted off. Don't worry, dear. You're all right now. If we could see into the future, none of us would ever get to enjoy simple surprises. I suppose, when you put it that way, still, I could have planned better. An older man came in from back of the cabin. Why, what have we got here? He asked. We found a stray. She looked at the old man. George, why don't you radio the ranger and let him know... Looking at Sheila. What's your name, dear? Oh, it's Sheila. Sheila Freeze. The old man laughed. Well, I'm glad you didn't get to live up to your name. George! The woman gave him a sharp look. You stop that and get on the radio. The woman looked at Sheila. I'm Lorraine. I think you need some hot chocolate. Smiling, she left for the kitchen. Sheila looked at the man who'd saved her. Wow, she's very nice. She paused. I guess you know my name. What's yours? Oh, I'm Rick. I work out here taking care of the snow cannon. Snow cannon? Asked Sheila. Yeah, I set it off when the snowpack gets too deep. Prevents avalanches. He continued. George takes care of the record keeping, stuff like that. Lorraine takes care of kids when they stay overnight. Kids? Yeah, university types, mostly. This place doubles as a backwoods hostel. Cross-country skiers, things like that. Oh, I see. Any of them here tonight? Nope, just the 4 of us. It's been a little quiet lately. Rick walked through the long room. Come on, let's go sit in the kitchen. Sheila followed. The place looked old, rustic. There was a gas stove in one corner, flame heating a pot of milk. The cupboards were made of dark-grained wood, and the table had a carved top set upon a tree stump. Chairs with vinyl seats and stainless steel legs clashed with the backwards decor. A window ran along one wall. Sheila sat down, asking, Do you have cell coverage out here? I tried in my car, but, nothing. Rick and Lorraine exchanged a glance. Oh, I'm sorry, dear. I don't know exactly what you mean. Lorraine turned a small towel in her hands, a flash of concern sweeping her face. A telephone, a phone call. My phone won't work out here. Sheila searched her pockets before visualizing a cell phone still on the front seat. I forgot it in my car. Maybe it would work here. Puzzled. You don't have one? Lorraine looked at Sheila. You sound tired. Here, take this. It'll make you feel better. She handed her the hot chocolate. Rick restarted the conversation. So, where do you hail from? Oh, I drove here from Calgary. I see. Rick paused. Just wondered. Don't get many people up here dressed like that. Oh, my God, this is the Gap. Lorraine looked worried. Rick, you make sure our girl stays warm with that blanket. I'll see how George is doing with the radio. Okay. He turned his attention to Sheila. Think you might have gotten a little colder than you think you did. I feel a lot better now. Well, that's good. I need to go out later and push snow off the roof. The low pitch, it holds too much. If we leave it, it'll come down all at once and make a mess. Well, that doesn't sound good, said Sheila. She wondered why the men hadn't cleared the roof earlier, when it was still sunny outside. Without warning, something rumbled above their heads. The table shook. Damn! Rick jumped up. George! Lorraine's voice echoed. Snow flew past the window. Sheila could just make it out in the darkness. You should have cleared that snow. Now you'll have to dig us out. Sheila looked at Rick. Lights appeared outside. Well, that was fast, he said. I'm going out back to see what's up. I'll just be a minute. Rick left the room. Sheila made her way to the door and opened it. As she pushed outward, it fell from the frame. This frightened her and she ran outside. Turning back, she saw the roof had caved in. Muffling a scream, she ran to the men on snow machines. Oh my God, there are people in there! They looked at her like she was crazy. Nobody in there, not for years. What the hell are you doing out here anyway? I got stuck. They called you on the radio. The men looked at her. No radio call. We're here to set off the avalanche cannon. Still confused, Sheila continued. But they called. You have to do something. There are people in there. Look, the roof is caved in. Nobody in there now, one of them said. That place was ruined 40 years ago. Roof caved in from the snow load. Took 3 people with it. Silence. But it can't be. Sheila drifted. That can't be. Snow fell softly as she pulled the Hudson's Bay blanket around her. Hey, if you like that one, subscribe button is just down below, so hit it. And we'll see you next week. Bye for now and take care of yourself.